We will be going back into Afghanistan as we went back into Iraq and Syria. To the
Hang
British.
on, you seriously think the United States will once again, in a foreseeable future,
yes,
put troops back into Afghanistan?
We'll have to, because the threat will be so large. Why did we go back to Syria and Iraq? Why do we have 5,000 troops in Iraq today? Because of the caliphate rising, projecting force outside of Iraq, killing Americans, killing the French, attacking the British. So yes, it will be a cauldron for radical Islamic behavior. You cannot deal with this over the horizon.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and here we go again. Warmonger extraordinaire Lindsey Graham is calling on us to reinvade Afghanistan again. Why? Is it because of Raytheon, because of Lockheed Martin and Halliburton? Won't you tell us, Lindsey Graham, why we need to invade Afghanistan again? What is that going to accomplish? What is the imminent threat that has been cast upon the United States and our citizens that constitutes a declaration of war? You do realize that this isn't Call of Duty, right? When we send people to invade a foreign country, people die on both sides of the aisle. Now, you may not care about that, but I do. I know what it's like to lose people that are close to you. And I know what it's like to deploy to war and see the actual effects of it. You know, you deployed as a JAG officer to a forward operating base to get your Bronze Star, but you have no clue, no idea what it's like to deploy for years at a time. What you do know how to do is run your mouth on television, and for one purpose, and that's to keep that money train running. And I will admit that when you were standing by the side of the late Senator John McCain as his sidekick touring the Middle East, you know, I had a lot of respect for that. Senator McCain trusted you, and even though I disagreed with him on many political fronts, I respected his service and I respected his sacrifice. And I thought to myself, as did I'm sure millions of Americans, if Graham was good enough to hang with John McCain, then he's all right by me. What the hell happened to you? How do you look at yourself in the mirror each day? You know, if the late John McCain were alive today, he would be lighting your ass up. You know, folks, do not let this jackaloon get away with this message. The Afghan people do not need us to rebuild their country. The French and the Brits are our allies, but they're also more than capable of taking care of themselves. And by the way, no one is asking us to invade Afghanistan to keep Britain and France safe like this jackaloon Lindsey Graham is suggesting. Lindsey Graham keeps referencing the United States re-entering Iraq and Syria, and that's a lie. You know, let's do a little constitutional refresher here. Only Congress has the authority to declare war. So, Lindsey Graham, you're a member of Congress. When did Congress give the declaration for war in Syria? You know, right now what we have in Syria is a very small tactical force of elite soldiers that are mainly there for reconnaissance. We do not have a sizable military footprint in Syria like Lindsey Graham wants to claim. Lindsey needs to stop the lying and stop the warmongering. We will not be sending our men and women off to war so that his buddies can continue to get richer and richer at the expense of our troops. We are not cannon fodder for your military contracting buddies, and not as long as President Joe Biden is our commander-in-chief. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.